Hey, this is like a percent, 100% LLC. Today's date, April 1st, 2022, and I'm going to be getting started on this, what the hell is it called? The kayak carrier. So it requires 4 pieces. The first one, well, not in any order, but the first one is like a tailgate extender. You can see right there, big bed tailgate extender. And then we have this basket style carrier here that just attaches to the hitch of your car. And then we have a door hitch extension. And these are not really necessary, but I guess you can get them if you want to, which I decided to. It's just a little, they're hitch stabilizer tighteners, just so stuff doesn't bounce around as you're driving. So this is what these look like. They just a little U-joint with screws and washers, and then these clamps here. So it's an anti-rattler hitch tightener. Stops rocking and noise during hitching. So I got 2 of those, but let me get all this opened up and alright, this basket here requires some assembly, so I'm going to get that done. I mean, it comes with everything you need except the tools, but got my tools here and then everything else right here. So let me go ahead and get this assembled. I'm going to do it off camera and then I'll get back with you. Alright, so I got it built. I want to say my kayaks are 10 feet tall. So what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to attach this to the back of the RV and see how much clearance I have between the floor, because this here is about 9 inches across between this bar here, and I want to say maybe about, I measured the kayak and the smallest tip that would actually go in here, maybe about 4 inches will go in, so I got to see how much off the floor that's going to be to know how tall it's going to be to make sure I keep a good clearance, or else I might have to cut these bars here, but I'm hoping I won't have to, but we'll see. So I want to try to keep it below, or at least at the highest point of the RV, which I have to get up there and see how tall it is and what the highest point is. But I'm going to put this on real quick and then check the ground clearance, and I'll show you guys how I do that. Alright, so I'm back here, and believe it or not, just started running into a freaking issue. Here's my hitch on my RV, but let me see. See, this goes in like this, right? But as you can see, it's not going to go in all the way because it's hitting right here. I can't even see the hole where this is supposed to go into. So I don't know. I was thinking of doing it. I don't know if I could do it upside down like this, maybe. Upside down like that, but the only thing I'm not liking is with this here, with this adapter here, I mean, I don't even know if I could connect this to the bottom here, if it's rated for that. It can carry 400 pounds. I don't know how much the kayaks weigh. I want to say that are not nowhere near 400 pounds. This is probably like 50 pounds of that. I gotta see what the weight on this is, but let me I'll hook it up here and then I'll show you guys. I mean, because it looks the same at the bottom. So there's the attachment. As you can see, it's a pretty big freaking gap right here. So it's just over 2 feet. The gap. You go from there to there. Yeah, about 2 feet. So right there, how far out is it gonna extend me? So it gives me another. About 49 inches, so just over 4 feet. So, but I don't like it like that, because even if I had it down at the bottom, it's gonna be too low. So I wonder if I could take this arm off here, and then just load it straight onto there. I mean, I don't see an issue with that, but my only other problem is gonna be, how am I going to get this in here the right way without, I don't want to cut into the RV. I wonder if there's an extender I can get. But yeah, that's kind of crappy situation. But and I can't even measure it, because like, let's say I do take this off here, right? So if I take this off here, it's going to bring it down a little bit because you see it's got this curve up, so it'll bring it down a little bit. And the whole reason for this, I mean, it's not like I really need it, or I'm going to use it. It's so if you take this off, technically you could fold this up, see, and it kind of like stows away, see? And then you just put this back down here. It goes in there and then back, and then it's stowed, you know, so if you don't have anything back there. But I don't think I'm gonna need that accessory, because what am I gonna be? I can't really see me folding it up like this, because if I have this in the back it's because I can have kayaks and bikes on it. So I thought this was gonna be an easy project, but of course gotta figure it out. So let me do some research, and let me take that piece off and see if I'm even gonna need it, and then I'll show you guys if I take it off. All right, so to answer the question, yeah, I could take that pole off and put it in here, and that should give me enough room to not have that big of a gap. But now I think I'm running into the issue with see how close this is here, and then the back part is that close to the back of the RV. I'm gonna have to probably end up putting that freaking contraption back on it so I can see, unless I'm gonna see if I can find a this is a dual tow hitch extender chingaderas, so I'm gonna see if I can just find a tow hitch extender. So I'm gonna put an extender on this one, and then we'll go from there. But I'm gonna say just put a damper on my plans, but I mean it's 5:47, so I'm gonna go do some research, see if I can find something maybe at Lowe's or Harbor Freight, Home Depot, maybe something local. Now I have to order it off of Amazon. But yeah, let me go do some research, and we shall see. All right, so we figured out the whole tow hitch extender, which Harbor Freight had one for $24 or $23.99. I have my daughter see if she can pick it up on her way home from work, but this is the big bed tailgate extender. So I like it because it's got this long enough bar that I can go in through either the front or the back. So on that tow hitch extender, and then over here it's got adjustable things. The only thing that's going to be my downfall on this here is that the video I saw, this thing had bars coming out of it this way, obviously, so that that makes sense because you have the bars coming out this way here, so you could slide the kayaks into it, which of course, you know, you want that so they'll be a little bit more stable and easier to, you know, like how it's got these hooks up here, so I could actually throw a strap around and strap them in so they don't move. But I have my son's welder here, so I might attempt to weld that myself. I don't know how to weld, so that's going to be a interesting and fun fact. I probably won't do that on camera just because there'll probably be a lot of choice words that I'm going to say while I'm doing that. But so I'm going to try to weld it. If I can't weld it, what I'll end up doing then is probably getting some brackets and then just screwing in the brackets and then painting them black so they match the color. I'm going to talk to the wife. Maybe that'll be easier in the long run. But I don't know. I'll try to weld it, see how that looks. If it looks good, then I mean, you won't see me doing welds like that. That's for damn sure. It'll probably be all bubbly and God knows what else. But so I'll try to weld it first. I'll probably put 1, 2, 3, I'll probably put like 4 on here. I gotta see if I have any bars that I can use. I'm pretty sure I do. But yeah, so that'll be the biggest project on this thing here, is probably doing the welds. But we'll see. Hopefully my daughter can get that extender, then I can start cutting that basket, and hopefully everything will fit in there perfectly. But I want to measure everything first to see what my height is going to be before I start cutting and doing stuff, just so I don't want to cut and then find out that my cuts are too big or not big enough. It's always easier to go bigger than it is to go smaller, I guess. I could start small and go big, but we'll see. Go from there. All right, what's the next day? And here's the extender that my daughter got me at Harbor Freight. So you can see, this will just go in here. Let me, I'm just trying to Alright, so that goes in there. And then we have this one here, the dual hitch extender, which is set this camera right there. And hopefully, you guys have this going. So, just to go in here, so before that goes in there. Alright, so then that one goes in like that, and then I'll put the basket. Thought that was going to look like we'll have the T-posts up here though. And we'll go from there, but we'll grab some measurements real quick. It's still quite a ways out. Let me see how far out it is. But I mean, it's should be fine. It was 2 feet before. We're at about 1 foot 9 inches, about 21.5 inches or so. So here we go. I just gotta get that top part back here cut out and go from there. And then I gotta get 1, 2, 3, 4 lock. I don't know if I gotta put one on top, but at least 4 locks for it. That's the only bad part. I gotta get all these damn locks for it, but that's fine. I will put the T up here to measure how far out I gotta weld those posts, and I'll show you guys what I'm gonna use for those. I think I have something here I can use, but we'll see. But hey, it's coming along. My daughter saved me a lot of time and trouble yesterday by going to the store and grabbing that extender for me. So and the beauty of it is that hopefully the plate, since the plate's here now in the center, it won't be covered as badly, but it'll still be enough that if cotton is through the plate, you can still come up on the side and read it. Where if it was back here and everything was crunched up, it'd be a lot more difficult to read. So just stuff to think about when you're doing this kind of stuff here. But all right, let's see how let me see what else I gotta do now. All right, so I got my bars cut. I just did an angle grinder to cut these. These are about 2 inches wide, and I think that's like 2.5, so it shouldn't be too bad. I was gonna cut these up, but then I figured out I'll put these in the middle. So I have this one here, and this one here that came from like an old pool fence, and this is just some metal that my boy found, and I'm glad he did because I was able to use that. Still have some left in case I need any more. But for my welding, these things, like I said, I was gonna cut them off, but then I figured out if I put this in the middle, I could use these. See, it's got one on both sides, and over here also, I could use these to maybe strap the bikes down in the middle or something. So what I think I'm going to do is I have this one here, so I'm going to probably put it, see if I can't straighten it out, put it in here, and then cut it with the angle grinder, and then weld it onto this one here. That one also has this here welded on, but I don't know if I'm going to leave that on or what. I might just cut it off right here, but we'll see. But that way then I could weld this on, and it'll be a little practice to see how I did. So I cut these with the angle grinder, then I went through with the edges here with this brush on the angle grinder and kind of sanded them down. So I could also probably practice on this here, my welding, but we'll see. Yeah, so that's it for right now. Let me what time is it? It's 9:46. I got somewhere to be at 11. I gotta help the wife with the food truck, so I might just do like a quick cut this real quick, and then see if I can't just weld it, just to test it out real quick. So this was my weld on here, and how good that's coming out. But I mean, it's not a great weld, but pretty good weld. I did another one over on this side here. So the only bad thing is I had to do it on this bar. I wanted to do it on here, but I couldn't, even though I sanded this down. I don't know if it was because of the paint or what, but for some other reason it wasn't letting me weld on there, even though I was able to do it on here, but it wasn't letting me weld on here. So that's why I did it on here, unfortunately. So I'm hoping that doesn't give me an issue when I go weld onto the back bar, where it's not going to let me because of the same thing. But Oh, if it does, it's going to be a freaking pain in the butt, but hopefully it won't, but we'll see. So yeah, let me get, like, I have this one here, so I'm going to cut this one. Got to go get two more. This one here I cut from here, you see. So I'm going to cut this one here, and then go get two more of these, cut them, and weld them down a little ways so I can get that done. And then I'll probably cut the rack and bring out the kayak and measure where I got to put these bars at. Alright, so I got my welds done. You can see my first weld's probably the one that came out the best, and then after that it just kind of looks all crappy and bubbly. But this one I still have to finish. I got to put a little bit more in there to try to seal it better. This one really came out bad. I fell off and I redid it, and I gotta this one here probably do a little bit more touch up on it also. But the tip on the welder got clogged, and some plastic, or not plastic, the wire broke off in there, so it's not working. So I had to have somebody go get me some more tips. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start cutting the basket, and I'll show you guys right now how I'm gonna do that once I gotta get everything ready. So from like here to here is 9 inches, which I had done earlier. I was messed up thinking the kayak was gonna sit in, only 9 inches would be able to fit through here before it went in. But that's if I put it in like this instead of like this. So I'm gonna put it in like this. I'm gonna cut from you see these weld points here, from that weld point to that weld point there, and then this will be the middle. So I'm gonna cut across here, then I'll cut up this way and this way, and then on this one here, and then fold that down, and that'll give me about 14 inches of the kayak that can actually fit in there. And then we'll go from there. So let me get that started, and then I'll actually bring the kayak out, set it in here so I could see up here, where I'm going to need to put the my welds, my bars and stuff. So let me get that done real quick. Alright, so you can see I have my hole cut here. I just bent these down to hopefully they'll give a little bit of protection in case the bottom scrapes. Hopefully this will hit before anything else. Now some people put pool noodles on here to keep their kayaks from getting scraped. I think I'm just going to go with the sander, that scraper I have put on and just file these down. And we'll see if I need them or not, but I don't think I will. Same thing over here. I don't see why I would need the pool noodles, but I guess if I cut these off and had sharp edges maybe, but I shouldn't. So let me grab that and we'll get started. Alright, so you can see it leans forward a little bit, but that's not that big of a deal. So seems like it fits. So you can see the bottom doesn't go out too much past it, but looks like I am going to have to do the pool noodles probably. See that right there? But anyways, so see, that's why I'm going to need those bars up there. But I'm going to check right now, mark where I'm going to put those bars in. Then once I get that done, cut this side and do the same over here. But yeah, see where we need the bars. But I think I can go probably from the end and then just measure how wide this is, and then I'll just grab a marker and put a line right there. I might just do that. That might be easier. So let me go ahead and get that done. And the best part is I think the highest point on the RV is the ladder there, and it doesn't look like it goes past it, so that's good. Alright, that's how we're going to put these, but I decided to because it was scraping up the side of the kayak, or the bottom of it a little bit, so I just put them on there for a little extra protection. These are just the pipe covers. I got to go get some more to put over here. So they came back with the welding tips I needed, so which is good because I'm pretty much to the welding point. So I'm going to weld one at the end here, then I'll bring it, put it up against the kayak, because I think this is going to be like the farthest point out on it. So I gotta see if it's gonna go out that far first, but we'll see. And then I might have to have my daughter or somebody just help me to hold it up and see what it's gonna look like. But let me finish those welders on that bar, and then we'll go from there. Alright, well, I got my first weld on there. It didn't come out that good, and I'm kind of messed up. It's a little high over here, so I can get to weld it from the back side. It's still a little warm, but I mean, you know, it's not professional, but for never welding before, I guess I can't really complain. So, and found out that, because it wasn't welding, that's why I sanded it down, but turns out I gotta actually have the ground on it, whatever it is I'm welding on. So, See, learn something new every day. So, see if I have some paint, throw some quick paint on that, see how that looks. Oh, I threw some paint on it. It looks a little bit better with the paint on it, but I just realized now I got to wait to measure because, well, I guess I can measure and wait for the paint to dry so I know exactly how far apart to put the next bar. Alright, so there it is. It's pretty much done. The only thing I want to do is I do want to go to the store and get some paint so I can paint it, but those are my first welds over there. This will be my second weld, which didn't come out all that great, except for right here. I think that came out pretty damn good, if you ask me. I mean, I'm not a professional welder, but I think for my first time, that's damn good. And I came over here and once again, crap. But you know what? As long as it holds, that's all I care about. There's a big hole there. I tried fixing it, but it looks like it was just going into the weld. But oh well. And this is my last weld, and yeah, look at that. This one I'm really proud of. I ain't gonna lie. Especially for being my first time welding, I can't say that. I think that one came out pretty good. But yeah, that's it for this one here. So I'm gonna go see about getting some paint, some locks for them, and then maybe not today or tomorrow. I'll show you guys like how it's gonna look with the like setting up, taking it apart. All right, so it's all painted. I mean, just for homemade, it's not too bad. So I'll let it dry overnight. Then tomorrow, Sunday, got some stuff going on tomorrow. See what I can do. Check it out in the morning. But yeah, I mean, it's going. So I'll set it all up tomorrow if I have time and show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so it's April 3rd now, so it's the next day, Sunday, and here's the finished product pretty much. I just threw a bike on there just to see how that's going to work. I think I didn't throw the other kayak on here just because I don't have the coverings on the bottom yet. Once I get those, I'll do that. But I mean, it's not too bad. It looks like it's going to work. I think once we get the other kayak and stuff on here, it might be a little bit easier to get the bikes. I just have this strap here for right now just to see if these are going to hold or not. It doesn't look like that's going to hold though, but we'll see. Because actually that one looks like it might be the one that was welded on by somebody else, not by me, but we'll see. But I mean, that's all I like, because I can just either move these either way, but obviously if I bring it back here, the bike's going to fall back. But hold on, see, now I got the bike falling on me. So yes, that's what I like about it. I can always do one strand going. I can do a ratchet going across to hold both kayaks together, and then from here I can do like crisscross bungee cords or other strands to hold the bike together. And do the same down here. The other thing I was thinking of maybe adding on later on in the future is here putting in some. Cause I could probably put them here and run them up and attach them here, but some fishing pole holders, so I can actually take my fishing poles with me when we go. So everything's just here, but we'll see. And the good thing is, like let's say we're going somewhere, we're not taking the bike. There's a nice rack here where we can take firewood or anything else we might need wherever we're going. So and I was gonna do a removal process on it, but it's harder now because I don't have all the clips on it. But that's the beauty of this thing. It's not one big piece where, like I said, I have to get this off here and then remove the whole thing. Now, if I wanted to, I could obviously offload all this. I'd take this off if I wanted to. I'll take this off either first. If I wanted to make it lighter, I can remove this top piece first also. Or if I wanted it to, yeah, I can remove this top piece first and then remove this piece and then remove that piece and then that piece. So, and it's just vice versa to put it all back together. So it's not like it's just one big piece that I'm trying to remove. But that's it for this video here. I hope you guys enjoyed. Any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave, and like and subscribe.